The mission of the Dan Beard Council is to prepare young people and adults to make ethical and moral choices, instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and law, to develop young adults who are exceptionally prepared to lead in their own way, making a positive impact in their lives and their jobs and their communities. You're at all familiar with scouting, this should strike a chord. Jack's Big Bite is where we focus on one particular story or topic in our community, a community we believe in with our partners at First State Bank. Stop into one of their local branches or visit online at fsb4me.com to access all the helpful tools and services at First State Bank, built on belief and committed to doing right by our communities. For today's Big Bite presented by First State Bank, we're going scouting. Hit it. So that is a promo from Scouting America's 2026 National Jamboree at Summit Bechtel Reserve in West Virginia. Happened just last month. My guest on today's show is Andy Zahn, the CEO of Scouting America's Dan Beard Council, which is the administrative body for a 12-county region of greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. The mission of the Dan Beard Council is to prepare young people and adults to make ethical and moral choices, instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and law, to develop young adults who are exceptionally prepared to lead in their own way, making a positive impact in their lives and their jobs and their communities. You're at all familiar with scouting, this should strike a chord. Just this past spring, high school students from Clark Montessori got a hands-on introduction to the skilled trades at the new Dever Family Foundation Skilled Trades Education Center. It opened just earlier this year. They're discovering real pathways to careers in high-demand fields. Students explored robotics and welding, automotive, and more. 93% said that just one visit made them more likely to consider a career in the trades. The Dan Beard Council has an average annual membership of 10,000 plus families, making it one of the larger metropolitan councils in the country and the largest youth organization in the Cincinnati area. The name itself, the Dan Beard Council, is a nice Cincinnati built here detail. The council named for Daniel Carter Beard of Bridge fame, one of the founders of the Boy Scouts of America who had deep Cincinnati Covington roots. The 2024 annual report from the Dan Beard Council, take a look at this right here. I think that 151,000 hours of community service is worth noting, along with more than 10,000 merit badges earned. That is also 2024, the year when more than 1,200 female scouts were involved, and more than a dozen young women earned the rank of Eagle Scout, tying the council record. Dan Beard Council is a 501c3 nonprofit completely funded by the Friends of Scouting annual campaign, along with corporate sponsors, the Scouts annual popcorn sale, and revenue from various activities. Some recent activity from the Dan Beard Council includes PAC 791 in Deer Park, going to the Dayton Air Show and getting a picture with the legendary Blue Angels. The council's board of directors is made up of annually elected volunteer community leaders. 4 camp properties are operated by the council, including Camp Friedlander, Camp Craig, Camp Craig, you got Cub World, and Camp Michaels. Now, Camp Friedlander is also the site of that new Dever Center for Scouting and Skilled Trades. We got a little bit of footage of the hands-on exposure that kids are getting there to those skilled trades, checking out potential careers, some automotive education going on there. This is cool. Welding, scouts working with tools, developing practical skills, working with professionals. Every year, more than 5,000 youth participate in summer camp programs, and another 20,000 will enjoy the camps in various seasonal events and unit outings. And you can see in a financial breakdown by Cause IQ, revenue is trending upward. Expenses are tipping down, and it looks like assets are continuing rebound as well.